What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with another Let's Get Into the Blogs, you guys. And this is going to be the hot topics for the week of May 11th through May 17th, you guys. Wow. We are rocking and rolling and ending. We're almost in the summer, you guys. June is right around the corner. And then July, my birthday month. You guys, I'm excited for my birthday this year. But yeah, you guys, before we go ahead and get into these topics, be sure, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the blogs, shall we? All right, you guys. So it's not a lot of stuff to talk about this week, but there are some things that I definitely want to discuss. So I don't know if I want to go because everything is pretty. I don't know. I don't want this video to be super duper long, you guys, but I don't know where we want to start up. I don't know. Everything is some of these stories are funny. Some of them are, I'm like, really, you guys? I guess we'll start up with the one thing that I've been seeing for the last few days. So there's this video that I saw it on Twitter the other night, right? And there is this truck driver. She's driving, right? I think she was driving over what bridge? I think it's the Ohio State Bridge. I think that's what that bridge was. So in the video, you will see the truck driver, right? She is driving, minding her good old business, doing her job, right? Doing her job. And then you see this truck. What he was trying to do was he was trying to avoid a car that was stalled on the side of the road, right? So, from what I can gather, he must not have been paying attention to that car that was stalled on the road, and so his last minute reaction was to jump over into another lane, but instead he hit the semi truck, right? And when he hit that semi truck, oh my God, you guys. When that woman lost control of that truck, and when she lost control of the truck, she hit the railing of the bridge, right? And so you see that truck, and it went over, and I was like, oh my God. So her cab, because she's a cargo driver too, so her cargo is dangling over the bridge, but the cab of the truck, it's hanging, and pieces of it done fell into that water, right? And I don't know how high up they were, but she was just dangling, and I was like, oh my God. That woman, when I heard her screaming, I was like, oh my God. Now I know that they did arrest the man that hit her for careless driving, but seeing that truck just dangling, and I think they said that woman was in that thing for 45 minutes before help came, right? And so then a fireman came and got her out, and I think they were still hanging at one point, waiting for help to come and pull them over. Oh my God! So when they finally got her pulled over, when they finally got them, up, I know that woman was praying to God that she didn't pass away, and I know she has a child, right? I think her child is very young. I think they said 5 years old. I can't remember, but it was just so scary to me to see that. Oh, so it's Louisville. It's in Louisville. But yeah, you guys, my God. So the bridge is so it's the Clark Memorial Bridge in Louisville, Kentucky, right? It was a 40-minute rescue. So yeah, like I explained it perfectly, you guys. So it all began when the driver of a pickup truck, 33-year-old Trevor Branham, swerved to avoid a stalled car on the bridge. Branham then slammed into the semi Thomas was driving. Like, you guys, I'm not gonna play the video, but I just want you guys to like. I'm pretty sure you guys have saw it, but like it is terrifying just to see this. Like, can you guys see? Like, that's the truck, you guys, hanging over the damn bridge. My God, she is lucky to be alive. Like, very lucky. Oh, it's the Ohio River. Okay, I kept saying, like, I know I heard Ohio. It's the Ohio River, but she was in Louisville. My God, my God, my God. Oh, so she does have a 5-year-old son. And the woman is talking about she's going back to work in a few weeks. Baby, I want to went back to work. It would be a time before I could go back to work. And see, this is one of my biggest fears. Is I'm terrified. Like, so two things that I'm terrified of, right? I'm terrified of heights. That's my biggest fear. But my biggest fear is, my biggest fear is drowning. That is my biggest fear. And so when it comes to like there's a bridge going to Louisiana that I hate to drive over. Like, oh God, because I haven't been to Louisiana in quite some time, but it's a long ass bridge and it's just nothing but water. And I'm like, oh God, I clam up every time. Like when I used to go down to Louisiana with my family, I'd be like, oh God, no, please do not. Like, can we speed this up? Like, I would have to close my eyes because I couldn't look at the water. And then there's a lake like going towards my family's property in a deeper part of East Texas where I'm from. And there are a few bridges. You got two bridges that you have to go over, and there's water on the sides of it. And it's like, oh my God, like I can't do what I'm sorry, I cannot do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. It just gives me great anxiety. But I am happy I'm happy that she's alive and well. But my God, would have scared the bejesus out of me. Whew. But prayers up to her. You know, like I said, I wouldn't be able to go back to work. I wouldn't be able to go back to work, me personally, because that was just very, very, very scary. And it was like, it was scary and it was scary. And I would be traumatized by it. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. We'll pause here and we'll move forward, you guys. The next thing that I want to talk about, you guys, I thought it was the weirdest story ever. So did you guys watch GMA3 on ABC? I know we've talked about TJ Holmes and Amy Robach, right? So they replaced TJ and Amy with, TJ was replaced with this guy named DeMarco Morgan, right? And I follow DeMarco on Instagram, and I've saw these pictures of DeMarco, right? DeMarco, he loves to ride his bike, right? So he wears the bikers. He wears his biker outfit. So ABC executives are in their feelings about the photos that he's posted because, according to them, and I'm about to read this, it says GMA3 host tight biker shorts controversy result of ABC laying off social media nannies. So ABC news staffers are being blamed. No, that's not what I wanted to read. I don't want to read that article. I want the actual article So yeah, it's saying DeMarco Morgan could be in hot water, right? So ABC's DeMarco Morgan has set the internet on fire with photos of himself wearing a pair of skin-tight bike shorts. But while the comments show that the people are loving it, his bosses at the network aren't exactly thrilled, according to reporting by the New York Post. It says Morgan, the GMA3 co-host who replaced TJ Holmes, after his scandalous affair with Amy Robach, posted a series of photos of himself wearing a pair of green bike shorts while on a ride in Santa Monica. But folks can't seem to focus on the bike because they're too busy looking at his package, which is basically on full display in the photo. If you don't believe us, check out the pics below. So that's what they're saying. It's the picture is too revealing, but I don't know if I should show you guys. It's not like, so this is DeMarco, right? You guys see you guys can see, right? So, you guys know people are automatically zooming in right there, right? It's not much to the imagination, but it's biker shorts. What do you expect? What do you expect? It ain't like the man is just sitting there with his Johnson just hanging out for you to see it. Like you can see the imprint. Yes, you can see the imprint, but it's not like you can just tell how big or how small he is. Like for the ABC executives to be zooming in like that, that's kind of weird to me. Like, and I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, but I thought that DeMarco was gay. Just me being honest with you guys. But okay. Like, they're upset about the fact that the man wore biker shorts. Okay. What? Obviously, he's not doing this while he's working at GMA3. If you see him on GMA3, he looks a lot different on GMA3 than he does on his Instagram, right? Because on his Instagram, he has a beard and a goatee and stuff, right? But on the show, he's clean shaven with all that makeup. Honestly, on the GMA3, he's 45 years old, but he looks like when he has no facial hair, just bald face, bald head, and a face full of makeup, he looks a lot older than what he looks a lot older, right? But then when you see him on his Instagram, he looks a lot younger when he has his, when he has his facial hair and all that stuff. He looks a lot younger. Like, I hope nothing happens to DeMarco because of this, because it seems like they're just nitpicking at this point. It really does seem like a bit of nitpicking, and I don't think it's cool, but hey, they can do whatever. It's just, to me, it's very weird, but you guys let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, you guys, and we'll pause here and we'll move on to the next story. All right, you guys, so next up, let's get into some Housewives talk, you guys. So it was revealed this week the brand new cast of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they have started filming for season 16 of Atlanta. And, looking at this new cast, I'm not making any judgments about the new cast. I'm excited for the new cast. So we already knew that Kenya was signed on to come back to Real Housewives of Atlanta, and we knew that Portia was coming back, right? So it had been up in the air about who else would, they had been talking about Kenya's friend Akila. They had been talking about some other girls, a girl named Ming Lee. Now, I did hear that Bravo took what Kenya said into consideration, and people are taking this quote out of context, right? Because, so what Kenya was saying, if you guys remember that Carlos King interview that she did, what Kenya was saying in that interview was that she feels like they should get back to how Housewives used to be, where they would test the women, and then if they are a good fit, then offer them a peach, right? So I know that they tested with Akila. I know they tested with this girl Ming Lee and another woman, and those three women were not good options for them, so they didn't go that route. So people took what that article was saying. They took what that article was saying, or that quote was saying, that, oh, Kenya tried to bring her friend on, but she told them not to. No, what Kenya said was to test the women, see if the women were good fits, and they tested them. They weren't good fits. They didn't go through with them. So the new cast of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, we have, like I said, Portia and Kenya, and also returning is Drew Sidora. I'm cool with Drew Sidora returning. The only thing with Drew is annoying. I like Drew, but Drew can be rather annoying, right? Drew can be annoying as hell. And you know the interesting thing is, I haven't heard anything about Drew or Ralph since the reunion. Child, when she sang that song to Ralph, oh my God, girl, never do that again. So on top of Drew, so those are the three returning peaches that we have, right? We also have we have a lot of new peach holders, right? One of them we've known for years. She's been a friend of the show for years. I know she's been offered a peach a few times, but from what I've heard, that her husband wasn't the one that really wanted to join the show. Shamia Morton, she's friends with Candy. She's best friends with Portia, and we're gonna see how this pans out for Shamia being a full-time peach holder. I like Shamia, and I'm here for Shamia, right? So on top of Shamia, the other new girls we have are Brittany Edie, Kelly Farrell, and Angela Oakley, right? Now I've saw videos over the last few days of this new girl, Brittany Edie, and if I'm not mistaken, Brittany Edie, when you look at her, she does look like Fallon, and they're saying that she and Fallon are cousins. I'm like, oh, Portia, girl, you're gonna have to answer. You're gonna have to answer about that man after all, huh? I really don't care, cause I mean, y'all know I like Portia, but girl, it is what it is. It is what the hell it is. You gotta answer for what you did. I don't care. And then we also have returning cast member, and she's now a friend of Cynthia Bailey. And you guys, I'm here for Cynthia returning as a friend of, because I feel like with Cynthia, we got the conclusion of Cynthia's story, right? We've gotten the conclusion. We saw Cynthia when she came on the show. She married Peter, right? She got divorced from Peter. We saw her raise Noelle. We saw Noelle go. Noelle went off to college, but I don't know if Noelle ever. I think she took a gap year too, right? I don't know if Noelle ever went back, but we saw her raise Noelle. We saw her get married to Mike. When she left the show, her and Mike got divorced. And, Cynthia is out there acting and doing everything. You see her, I've saw her on Lifetime and all that kind of stuff. So I'm here for it. What I did find interesting was the fact that Sheree. Sheree. Girl. You got fired for the third time. You know what? It is what it is. It is what the hell it is. Girl, I don't care. I do not care. But that's it for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's move on over to Potomac, you guys. So you guys know that Potomac is already currently filming their 9th season, right? And we all know that the cast, we all know Candace is not returning, and Nneka's not returning, and Robin's not returning, right? But we do know that we have Giselle, Ashley, Karen, Wendy, and Mia, right? And they're joined by Kiarna. I don't know if Kiarna's going to be a flute holder or not, but Kiarna, this woman, Stacey Rush, and another one of Mia's friends. I don't know the pronunciation of her name. It's spelled Jassi. So I'm not going to try to butcher her name, but we had that young lady as well, right? So last week, I think it was last Friday, because it's come from TV Deets, and everything that I'm going to say with this situation is paraphrased. So, and it's just from what I've, heard other people saying and what I've read, right? So from what I'm hearing is that Giselle and Ashley had an event last Friday for GNA. Speaking of GNA, let's talk about that raggedy shit real quick, right? GNA is giving another She by Sheree. It's literally giving another She by Sheree. Because if you go to their website, they have nothing on that website. Like those terrible, atrocious fashions that we saw on that season finale, those clothing, that clothing line is not on their website. So this is Giselle and Ashley's website. You guys can't really see it a whole lot, but I'll read it to you. So it says the full line coming spring of 2024. Girl, we're almost in the summer. Spring has passed and we are a few weeks. We are Actually, we really are a few weeks away from summer because the summer solstice is the 21st of June. The summer solstice is the 21st of June, but okay, okay. So spring is passing us by, and y'all still ain't got that clothing line out, right? So on the website, the only thing that they have, the products that they have available is a GNA baseball cap for $25, a GNA hoodie for $42, some GNA socks that are sold out for $15, a GNA skull cap for $45, a GNA t-shirt for $26, and a GNA tank top for $32. Girl, a lot don't care who tell. That was a goddamn storyline. That was a storyline just like with Sheree. But at least with Giselle and Ashley, they had a fashion show with some ugly ass fashions, but they had a fashion show nonetheless. It didn't take them years to come up with a fashion show like Sheree. But it's definitely giving she by Sheree. So, Giselle and Ashley, like I said, had an event last week for GNA, and I think the proceeds were going to something for brain cancer research or something of that nature. So, great cause, right, that they're doing it for. But this clothing line is just pure and 100% bullshit. Now, on the flip side, Karen had an event where she got some kind of award, right? So you see, everybody went to Karen's event, and this is just from what I'm hearing and what I'm reading. They went to Karen's event first, and then Mia, Stacy, and the Jazzy. Again, her name is spelled Jassi. That lady, they went to Giselle's event, and when they got to Giselle's event, Giselle kicked them out. Girl, I don't know if that's something that you want to do because you do realize you're not in a like it's. Although I said I don't think I'm gonna do Potomac this season. It will be interesting to see how Giselle navigates this season without her good friend Robin there, because it's so funny to me. Giselle went from being in the majority to now she's part of the minority because Candace is gone, Robin is gone, right? And Nneka is gone. So the only person that you really have to quote unquote have your back and be on your side is Ashley, because Karen is neutral, Wendy don't like you, Kiana likes you, but Kiana also likes Wendy. Mia likes you, but Mia also likes. When it comes to Mia and Wendy, I don't ever understand them, but they get along when they can, right? And then these new girls, I don't think that they're gonna come in and pick like Stacy and that other girl. I don't see them coming in and picking a side because, I hope they don't, right? I would hope they don't, but yeah. It'll be interesting to see how Giselle navigates this season. It's definitely going to be interesting. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, you guys. We'll pause here and we'll move forward. All right, you guys. So the next thing that I want to talk about, it's a very weird topic, and I'm so confused about people being so upset about this. So you guys know, but here's the problem that I have. It's Kelly Clarkson, right? So you guys know Kelly Clarkson has lost a whole lot of weight, right? I will say one thing, and I'm not trying to be funny or shady, because I saw a picture of her, right? And she was on a red carpet. She looks really good, and she's really small. I was just looking at her head. I was like, God damn, Kelly, you got a big ass head. But Kelly Clarkson is facing backlash, right? So I think it was this week where Whoopi Goldberg was on her show, right? And they were both talking about the fact that they're on the weight loss drugs, right? And, Kelly was like, her doctor had been telling her for some time that they felt like she should get on the drug, but she didn't want to do it, right? And so I think she said she saw herself on a video or saw herself on stage, and that was the wake-up call that she needed. So people are upset at Kelly because of the fact that people are upset at her for admitting, because I guess Kelly was saying that she was walking and doing all this stuff, but you guys, here's the thing, and I want, because I actually I have a coworker that I'm cool, really good friends with at this point, right? She took the drugs, right? And she's lost a lot of weight, right? But you guys do realize that taking the drugs, it does help you lose the weight, right? But you guys do realize that you do still have to exercise and you do have to eat right in order to maintain it. So yes, she may have taken the drugs, but if she's saying she's eating, she's walking and doing all this kind of other stuff, she's not lying to you guys. Because it's just like when people go get these surgeries, right? And we then see them in the gym promoting, workout. It's twofold, right? Yes, we know that they got surgery, right? But in order to keep the body that you paid for, or to keep these results from this weight loss drug, because you don't want to just solely become dependent on that drug, you want to work out and eat right. So she's not wrong. And I'm not understanding why people are upset with her, because people have talked shit about Kelly for years. You talk about Kelly when she's fat. You talk about Kelly when she loses weight. It's like, what can the woman do? Like, it's like, it's a lose-lose situation for Kelly Clarkson, to be quite honest with you, because if she continues to gain weight, y'all gonna be like, oh my God, she's so big. Then when she loses weight, oh my God, she took the, but come on, you guys, I think at this point, we can kind of tell when people are using the drugs. If we see them one week and they're, a little bit heavier, but then we start to see them shrink overnight, and I'm not saying it's overnight, but we start to really just see them shrink in size. You guys, I think we know that that's the drugs. I think we know that that's the Ozempic, Wegovy, whatever, whatever the semaglutides, right? I think at this point we know that. Now, I've even thought about it, but I don't want to do it because, one, I'm terrified of needles. I do not like needles. And number two, my problem is I eat out a lot. And I think that that's what I need to get away from, because I work out very frequently, but the problem is that I eat out a lot and I need to stop doing it. I need to get back into cooking at home. But yeah, leave Kelly alone, you guys. Just let her be. She ain't bothering nobody. That woman has lost her weight. Let her lose the weight. And it is what it is. We'll pause here and we'll move forward, you guys. All right, you guys. So the next thing that I want to talk about is Jennifer Lopez. Ma'am. So the word on the curb is that you guys know that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, they got back together with each other, right? Then they went and got married to each other. They got married in 2022, right? Well, the reports are now that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are living in separate houses, and they are potentially going through a divorce. And I was like, my God, that woman can't win for losing, right? Girl, how many marriages would this be for Jennifer Lopez, right? Mark Anthony, wasn't she married to that Casper guy? Who else? And it's so funny because she was on The View back in February, was it? I think she was on The View back in February, and she and Ben had just celebrated Valentine's Day. Oh, so she's been married 4 times. The first one I didn't even know. 97 to 98, I can't pronounce his name. She was married to Chris Judd, Mark Anthony, and Ben Affleck. Girl, at this point, mama, I'm just gonna have to go ahead and say it might be you. You might be the problem. And I don't like saying that about women, right? But 4 marriages and you and your husband, y'all ain't even been married. Y'all been married all of 2 years at this point. I don't even know if it's exactly 2 years, but you're in that range, and y'all are already having issues. Because it says Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez spotted together for the first time in 47 days. Oh, so they were spotted. Ugh. It is what it is. That would be so interesting to me that they sparked up a romance with each other again, went and got married, only to divorce less than or at least 2 years later. Again, at this point, I'm wondering if Jennifer Lopez is the problem. Speaking of Jennifer Lopez, y'all want to go see her on her tour that has she canceled that tour yet? Because the last time I heard about that tour, it wasn't selling. Her tour wasn't selling. So I don't know if she done canceled that tour. I would hope she would, because them seats went. The last time I checked, which I had no intentions of going to see Jennifer Lopez, but oh yeah, this says the Daily Mail. Jennifer Lopez's team were in crisis talks to cancel her This Is Me Now tour over poor sales, with pop princess keen to go ahead, as tickets are now being scalped for as little as $10. Ooh, online. Damn, girl. Again, y'all want to go see her? Let me know. Again, I had no intentions of going to see her. I'm just not that big of a Jennifer Lopez fan when it comes to the music, right? Now, I'm not going to sit here and hold y'all and be like she didn't have some bops back in the 2000s. She did. She did. But I think she also profited off of black people's, and more specifically, black women's, more specifically, Ashanti. Let's just be real about that. That's how she was so successful. Ashanti. But that's neither here nor there. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below, and we'll pause here and we'll move forward. All right, you guys. So I'm going to do some small stories, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to wrap it up with a big story that I thought was hilarious this week. Small story that we're going to talk about is Clay from Love is Blind. Clay from Love is Blind. I knew Clay was trash when we saw Clay on that show, and he just continues to prove how trash he is, because this week he had a video, and I thought it was so incredibly weird that because I was scrolling through my Instagram timeline and I see Clay and I was like, who is he in bed with? Then I look, I'm like, wait a minute, Selena Powell. But I ain't saw or heard of her in some years. The wannabe Cat Stacks, the wannabe Superhead. I'm sorry guys, I'm laughing because I just saw a photo on Twitter where it was talking about a couple who match each other's freak, and it was Superhead and Mr. Marcus. If you guys don't know who that is, go Google him, right? And I actually saw that video of him and Superhead together. Baby, she made that man tap out. Superhead made him tap out. Oh my God. You know what? I never read her book, and I actually kind of want to read her book. I know she talked about Lil Wayne and all them in there, but yeah, Clay is trash. You know, his mama spoke out about it. Now, what I didn't like was the fact that Selena Powell had a video where in the video it was a song playing where it said "fuck you and your mama." Baby, if I was anybody that was related to Clay, I'd find Selena Powell and beat that bitch ass. I don't condone violence, but that's exactly what would happen. I would mollywop that hoe. But yeah, you guys, that's that. And then the next little small story that I want to talk about is Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, you guys know I ain't been watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. I haven't watched Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't miss Love and Marriage Huntsville. The funny thing is, when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville, originally I was kind of, feeling a little way about not reviewing it. But then when I really sat down and thought about it, I was like, you know what, JB? Because it was kind of like a fear of missing out. But then when I really sat with myself and I was like, because I was thinking to myself, like, man, I could be hurting myself and missing out on some views and stuff, right? But then I was like, you know what? I really didn't want to review that show, and I'm cool with it. But yeah, let me know what you. Oh, what I was going to talk about was Destiny Payton. So Destiny got arrested for forgery and fraud, I believe. So is this the same case that she had earlier with LaBuick? I know everybody's been asking the same question, but or did she do it again for the second time? It's like, my God, girl, I mean, you're back on the show now, Mama. I know you're getting a little bit of a check, so hopefully you can stop doing that dumb shit. Like, what the fuck, girl? Destiny, 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 girl. Okay, okay. On another little story that I want to talk about is these Giuseppe boots for Mary. Baby, why does Mary always look so goddamn angry and mean? Like, smile, Mary, smile, Mary, smile. Shout out to Mary for these boots. Them boots was high as hell too. They were like $1,200, and they sold out. Baby, whoever got the money to buy, they cute, but they ain't cute at the same time. Like, look at, come on, Mary, smile. Fucking, just for the love of God, Mary, smile, girl, smile. But yeah, congratulations to Mary for them selling out. Like I said, them boots sold out. Them boots sold out. Them $1,200. Y'all got money like that? Shit, whoever bought them boots, shit, send me 1,000. It's just, you can send me a little 1,000. I'll take them. I'll take 1,000. But they sold out, and they sold out within 24 hours. So congratulations to our girl Mary. Y'all know we're getting into season 4. Are we in season 4 or season 5 of Ghost? Y'all know that premieres on June 2nd. I'm so excited for it, you guys. And it is the last season. And you guys know that they're splitting it up. No, it's not June 2nd. It's June 7th. Right? Is it June? What day is it? I don't want to be wrong. I think it's the 7th. But yeah, that's it, you guys. We'll pause here and we'll wrap up this video. All right, you guys. So the one thing that I want to talk about before we get off of here, I was infuriated watching it, but I also found it quite funny at the same time and a little bit embarrassed too. So our U.S. Congress, when it comes down to our Congress, one thing that I will say that I'm really annoyed with, and I get annoyed seeing her face, Marjorie Taylor Greene. It's just something about that woman. I can't stand to look at her. She gets on my nerves. She annoys me. Oh, that woman. So I don't know what the congressional meeting was about. I forgot what it was about, right? But in the meeting, Jasmine Crockett, who is a representative from here, so they were talking, and Marjorie made a comment about her not being able to see behind her fake eyelashes or her false lashes, right? And they were going to okay the comment that Marjorie said to Jasmine. So then Jasmine came with the rebuttal. I just want some clarification. So if we talk about somebody's beach blonde, bad built, butch body, and the man said, "What did you say?" Like, sir, you heard her. Her beach blonde, bad built, butch body. And I was like, Jasmine, let's not forget the overbite. Let's not forget that terrible overbite that bitch has. And yes, I called her a bitch, and I don't care. I don't care. That woman is a bitch. She is a bitch, and I don't like her. Oh God, I can't stand seeing that hoe. And what really cracked me up was AOC in the background talking about baby girl. Don't play baby girl. I was like, oh, AOC ready to fight her. Oh, oh God, you guys. I don't want to talk about politics like that. But if you guys listen to the things that some of these people are saying, they're telling you out loud what they want to do. Like a lot of them, like especially when it comes to you know who, a lot of them are in support of him. And if that man gets back into office, that man wants to turn this country into a dictatorship. He is looking into that, how to do that, you guys. And I just, like I've said before, I'm not going to stress myself like I did in 2020. I know. And the other thing that I'm not doing is, because I watched The View and I'm taking a stance that Whoopi takes, right? Because every day I hear on any news publication, on anything that I watch, where the polls say the polls are saying that he's ahead of Joe Biden by this percentage. The polls say he's leading in 5 or 6 swing states, right? You guys don't listen to that, right? Don't listen to what the polls are saying. The only people who know how they're going to vote is us, right? Once we go to cast our votes in November, we cast our votes, not the polls. And the polls can lie. I've said it before. The polls lied and said that Hillary Clinton was going to win the 2016 election. She did not. She won the popular vote, but she did not win the election. Keep that in mind, right? I just want you guys to remember that. So don't get, caught up in, well, the polls are saying this, well, the polls are saying that, the polls are saying this. People can come out of a polling center and tell them, oh, I'm going to vote for him, or I'm going to vote for him, and they can be lying to you. So don't listen to that, you guys. And that's all I got. I did get pissed off. I don't know who it was in the background that was telling Jasmine to calm down. That shit pissed me off, telling her to calm down. No, you calm down, bitch, because she was disrespected. You calm your mother. Oh, God, you guys. That is it. Let me know what you guys thought about these topics in the comment section below, you guys. Please subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, and share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.